Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Kitsap High School for tonight's game between the visiting Olympic High School and your own North Kitsap Vikings. Here are the starting lineups as announced by the two head coaches. For Olympic High School, Mr. Dennis Huss, and for North Kitsap, Mr. Tony Chisholm. Beginning with Olympic starting lineup, tonight he's wearing number 10. He's a senior, 5'10", CJ Enchilada. For North Kitsap, tonight he's wearing number 32, a senior, 6'2", Andrew Urquhart. For Olympic, tonight he's wearing number 44, a senior, 6' Troy Fullalove. For North Kitsap, he's a senior, 6'4". Tonight he's wearing number 44, Riley Curtis Schroeder. For Olympic, a 5'10" senior. Tonight he's wearing number 20, Trent Gallagher. For North Kitsap, a senior, 6'1". Tonight he's wearing number 20, Sebastian Ford. For Olympic, tonight he's wearing number 4, a junior, 6'1", Quentin Phillips. For North Kitsap, tonight he's a 6'4" senior. He's wearing number 30, Trevor Waller. And completing the starting line for Olympic, tonight he's wearing number 23, a junior, 6'2", Ryan Tyson. And completing tonight the starting line for North Kitsap, tonight he's wearing number 5, a senior, 6'1", Danny Mitchell. Tonight's officials, Mr. Darrell Berenger, Mr. James Morris, and Mr. Jeremy Matthews. Would you all please rise, remove your hats, and join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance
And welcome to West Sound TV presents high school basketball. And it's Friday night, live on the internet, brought to you by the KitsapSun.com. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, Pritchard's hands on the camera, and we're up at North Kitsap High School as the North Kitsap Vikings host the Olympic High Trojans. And I'm joined up here by Kitty Campagna on one microphone, and we're very happy to welcome our guest, Dave Ziesmer, here. So we'll have a little bit of an opportunity to get a different perspective on the game, the officials' perspective.
Yeah, Doc, these two teams are both still in the playoff hunt, and they are the North Kitsap boys have to win out the season basically to make it into the playoffs, but Olympic having a little bit better run to it right now.
Olympic leading in the league at 7-7, 500, and North at 4-9. But a quick takeaway by North Kitsap in the white, and the first two on the board for the Vikings. Up there for North Kitsap, we've got Danny Mitchell, Sebastian Ford, Trevor Waller, Andrew Urquhart, and Riley Curtis Schroeder, the senior starting for Coach Tony Chisholm.
He's going to do the same thing on Monday night. He said it's not senior night, but he believes this is high school basketball. These boys deserve the start.
Out there for the Olympic High Trojans, Quentin Phillips, CJ Enkelman, Trent Gallagher, and Trey Fullalove. And I missed, who was the other? Oh, Brian Tyson is the other one. And Trent Gallagher passed that 1,000-point mark this season for scoring in high school, his high school career.
Well, when I talked to Coach Chisholm, I said, what are you going to do? He said, well, we have to stop the two scorers. That would be Quentin Phillips and Trent Gallagher, although we saw Encomienda have a pretty good game that one night. And he said, if not stop them, maybe I could slow them down.
We haven't seen them since, I guess it was December, was the last time that we saw both Olympic and North Kitsap. So they've had 6 weeks to hone their game.
And that's a 2. So 4 points already for Mitchell on the board.
Oh, they counted it as a 3, 5-0.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't see anyone put up the 3.
Yep.
Did I miss that, Dave? Did you see a 3 go up by the officials?
The hand went up.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Now, when the officials do that, don't they use a down hand to indicate an attempt on the shot?
We mark the shot with a 3, hand in the air. Raise your hand.
And that means they've scored it. Okay.
And we've all seen that.
Yeah, that one's out of bounds to North Kitsap. And it's 2 hands up for the actual goal score.
Just like a football.
Yep. Okay, so keep your eyes on those referees when that down hand, when the guy is close to the line.
What they will do is they will point the finger at, if he's on the foot on the line, they will tell it's on the line.
And that's a jump ball. We're going to let you know who our referees for this evening are. We have Jeremy Matthews, James Morris, and Daryl Derringer. Both Daryl and Jeremy believe I'm following them. I'm stalking them. I told them I asked Fred for the schedule and just to pick those games exclusively.
Nice block there by Tyson down in the paint, and Olympic comes away with it. Olympic in the blue and white. And North Kitsap again doing a pretty good job on defense, mixing things up, bringing it down this way. North up 5-0, and Coach Chisholm's going to call a timeout here right away. And his team's up 5-0.
I know. I'm not really sure, other than he might be putting in his typical starters at this point. But those, considering the seniors have a 5-zip lead, I think I'd leave them there.
Well, it's nice to give the senior guys a start here, and close to the end of the season. We got about a week, half a week actually, maybe one makeup game for the snow and a regular game left.
It depends upon the school. For instance, Kingston has 3 left. A couple other ones. Port Angeles has 1 left. So it just depends upon where the snow hit and where the byes hit this year.
This is North's last home game?
No, they have 1 more on Monday, they said.
5:57 left to go here in the first quarter, just underway, but so far North Kitsap taking the lead, and this time a turnover to Trent Gallagher, taking the ball away, but it won't go down for him. Olympic will get the rebound though and keep it alive. And was
smothered.
So how many years have you been reffing, Dave?
I've reffed for 20 years.
All in this area?
All in this area, yep. Started with the young kids and moved up, and just taking some time to do this type of thing.
First one down by Gallagher.
I call him Mr. Smooth. Very smooth ball player, just like his dad.
Second one's good for Trent, and Olympic on the board, 5-2. Now North Kitsap throws on, or Olympic throws on a little full court pressure. North does a good job of getting it across the half-court line.
Nice job of not dribbling and passing through it. The out-of-bounds call from Daryl Derringer down there.
And it will be Trent Gallagher bringing it up for the Olympic High Trojans.
So, Doc, at this point in the year, the coaches have gotten lazy in their comments to me. I asked Coach, what's the plan tonight? Play harder than they do. Okay, thank you, Coach. And they're going to count that basket.
They're going to count that bucket, yep, on the release.
And so we're looking for the three-point play, as we call it, the old-fashioned way.
And it will be Trent Gallagher. And that shot bounces up, but it'll go down through the twine. And we're tied now at 5-5 at the 5:10 mark in number 1. And again, full court pressure. And this time, a nice takeaway that time.
That was Brian Tyson with the long arms making that steal.
So Olympic will work it around. Quentin Phillips, and he's a shooter. He can put some points on the board.
Quentin's good at the outside, but he's also, I like the way he's willing to drive to the basket.
Urquhart over to Danny Mitchell, and the whistle blows.
Both those names very familiar on the football field as well.
And Riley Lindsay's going to come into the ball game here for Riley Curtis Stroder. Riley replacing Riley.
That could make it easy. Can't all of them do it that way for us?
Shot is off the iron, but a nice fight for the rebound, and North Kitsap keeps it alive. Boy, Trevor Waller, that last time we saw North Kitsap, Trevor Waller did a heck of a job down
Up against
in the paint.
Bainbridge,
Yep.
exactly.
Nice hustle by him.
Working hard down low. Gallagher pointing out where he wants the screen. Gets a nice little screen there by Tyson. Back to Tyson down low. Shot is off. Rebound pulled down by Urquhart. Halfway through quarter number 1. Nice pass to the inside, but a good defensive effort. Well, on the other end, stop it again on the defense.
Looks like North is playing inspired right now.
Well, as Kitty said, they've got to win. Got to win those next couple of games to be in that. Well, I think we counted 5 Olympic leagues in sub-district positions.
That's correct. Unfortunately,
not counting Bremerton.
They have an extremely tough one against Kingston as their very last game.
Yep.
And as you said, you have to say it, Dave. If you just make the signal, they can't hear you over your microphone. The count it part. I know you're trying to tell us with the signal, but you can speak over us. It's okay.
And that shot goes in by Phillips. So Olympic will take a 3-point lead here, 5-8. And again, pressure D. Oh, North did a good job of finding the open man. Couldn't quite hang on to it for Ford, and coming the other direction, Trent Gallagher. Now that's like his
all
dad.
the way in. Yeah, you knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yep.
So remember that slowdown part? That was exactly what Coach Chisholm was talking about. He said they are so fast.
Outside shot is off, put back off. Rebound finally pulled down by Olympic.
It looks like Olympic's quickness is going to take over right now.
Yeah, they already have a 10-5 lead.
I'll be on the arc now, setting up. And Gallagher will try the long shot. Pulled down by Danny Mitchell. And Mitchell will go to the glass. Now we've talked quite a bit about the follow through on a shot or the foul being called before the shot. And I think most people look at the pro game and think that they can be out at the top of the key and still get a shot on the foul call.
The term we have is when they are going in for a lane and as they gather the ball, that's an attempted shot. That's when you got the 2-shot foul. That term gathering, are they gathering the ball?
And in a case of going to raise it for a shot or going to the glass.
You have now gathered.
Okay.
You're up in the air.
All right, good to know. 1 out of 2 for North. Oh, there's the outside shot, the 2-pointer that time for Olympic.
That was R.J. Neal, a junior, just into the game with that basket.
Jacob Hill in for North. Kendall Gill, his shot is off. A rebound pulled down by Mitchell. He does keep it alive for North Kitsap. Good job by Danny.
The game North won the other night, they were hot from 3 land, so we'll see if that happens again.
Well, they'll go back out. They got plenty of time left on the shot clock. 20 seconds left to go.
We've not even talked about the shot clock. They've been going so quickly at both ends.
That'll go to North Kitsap for the inbound with under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the Trojans have a 12-6 lead over the North Kitsap Vikings.
All 6 of those points for North are from Danny Mitchell.
Lindsay with the inbound over to Hill. Cross court to Mitchell. There's Kendall Gill's shot. It's off, but almost a put back that time by Lindsay. And finally, Olympic comes away with it. Gets it across the half-court line. Nice takeaway by Danny Mitchell. He saw that pass coming, but loses the dribble on the out-of-bounds line. Good effort by Danny, though, on that takeaway.
Those long cross-court passes will kill you sometimes.
Oh, they're dangerous. Never my favorite, if you could do anything else. Into the top of the key for the Olympic Trojans. They'll work back out beyond the 3-pointer. And that'll be an inbound for Olympic High. Of course, Coach Devin Huff and Tony Chisholm, the coach for the North Kitsap Vikings. Trent Gallagher spent a little bit of time. Olympic up 12-6. Jump shot is off for R.J. Neal, and North Kitsap will bring it the other way. Mitchell will stop and pop from behind the three-pointer. Shot's not in, and an attempt on the save by Riley Lindsay, but foot on the line, out of bounds to Olympic.
Sophomore Adam Lemon, number 34, into the game. He was not even on the varsity roster the first time we were here and has been added since. Actually been up for quite a while, though, according to Coach Chisholm.
And there's the shot by Quentin Phillips off the front of the iron, and one and done at this point for Olympic. So North is doing a good job of holding them to one shot. Gale gets double teamed, gets the ball out nicely to Waller. Waller shot's off, but he puts it back in. I love it when a guy gets their own missed shot.
There's that hustle again by that man, number 30.
That's Trevor Waller.
Yeah.
Good job by Trevor out there. And we got about 25 seconds left to go.
Look for Trent to get this one.
Olympic up, and Gallagher has it now. Looks like they're going to hold for one. I always say that, and then they immediately go to the hoop. And
well, he's going to try to drive.
Seconds.
He will drive and try to dish then.
Went down, but he dishes it off to Neal. Neal shots off. 3 seconds for North, and a foul. Now, I know we talked to John Sitton. He was working the Central Kitsap game with us a couple of days ago, and that just drives coaches crazy.
That is
foul
the
with
most
3 seconds.
silliest foul in backcourt when you're about 65 feet away.
1.9 in this case. Yeah, John said that'll give coaches gray hairs quicker than almost anything. Well, at the end of the first quarter up here, it's a 12-8 lead for the Olympic High Trojans. A pretty close game.
Well, Doc, nobody's really gotten hot yet. We've seen a couple threes, one by Danny Mitchell, one by Neal for Olympic. But otherwise, that zone defense, they've continued with it because they don't have to extend when you're not making that three.
They're getting the shots. It's the rhythm is there. Their feet are underneath. They're getting the shots up, and they're just not going in right now. Someone's got to get hot somewhere because it will happen.
Well, we've got 3 quarters left to see which one or who it is or what group it is that gets hot.
What group, yes.
What team.
No, I like that. I was not making fun of you, Doc. I thought it was
Group
funny.
of 5 on the floor. So do the referees discuss beforehand who's going to be in what position, or is that kind of laid out on seniority?
There's no seniority in this part. We have 3 positions on the court. We have a center, which is C. It's kind of at the 28-foot line extended. Then we have the lead, which is underneath. He watches part of that. And then we have trail, which is way out on top. And every call, you switch. So you just keep on moving. That way you're all over the court all night.
And we're underway in the second quarter. Long outside jumper by Gallagher is off, and that's going to go off Olympic. And I like the quality of play since they went to the 3 referees. I think it cleans up the play a bit.
The sport has got so much speed now that 2 people, you can't keep up anymore.
I can believe
Too much speed.
I couldn't keep up if I were one of 3 with these kids.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're going to get the 10-second call.
They are, and they got it from Daryl Derringer.
So do you truly count that out, or are you looking up at the shot clock?
We do not look at the shot clock at all because we have to go by our hand.
Okay, and that was right on.
Yeah, the scoreboard sometimes will be off, and we've seen that before, so we just have to go by our hand.
Okay.
Olympic will work it around. That's Phillips in the corner. And over to Hill. Gallagher. Number 10 in the game is Mitch Adams. Or excuse me, it's C.J. Enkomanda. And North will pull it down. Good pass forward. Nice play by North. Couldn't complete it, but they are they going to maintain possession? It looks like they are. That was a good play by North, though.
Well, number 34 did a nice job because he got that a little bit too far underneath the basket. But that's called outrunning your lane, actually.
Inside to number 34, who is Adam Lemon. Only a sophomore.
Verticality right there on that defense. Straight up. They're not going to call anything.
Again, Phillips' outside shot is off, and it is Lemon with the rebound for North. Still a 4-point lead for the Olympic High Trojans.
Just took that a little bit too deep into the defense. Got himself in trouble.
Kendall Gill with it. Oh, they had a wide open guy on the back door there. They didn't see Adam cutting over. But a nice job again. Couldn't put it back, though, after that offensive rebound. Good effort by Lemon, though. Oh, there's the break.
Nice dish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quentin Phillips and number 23, Brian Tyson, hook up for the Trojans. 14-8 now.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh, Waller's turnaround is off, and it's going to be North Kitsap possession. I know this year, for some reason, it seems like we've seen more and more people pull up at the half-court line, or just, just inside the half, over the half-court line, or pass or something to somebody right there. And that's just scary.
Asking for a taken.
That is. Oh, Trevor Waller with a nice move into the hoop for the North Kitsap Vikings.
4 points separating these two teams, 14-10. Olympic lead.
And Olympic almost lost it there. Phillips wasn't quite ready for the pass.
They're keying on Trent now. Two guys on him all the time.
Oh, nice play in the middle by Lemon. Blocked that one without going off the hardwood. And a good layup on the other end. Kendall Gill, great pass to get it to him. And another takeaway. Waller with it for the Vikings. Yeah, looks like Coach Huff is going to let him play.
Well, he told me when he said they needed to play harder than the other team that they would have to answer to him.
Oh, there we go. It's only worth 2, but that was a nice looking shot by Jacob Hill. And there's the timeout.
Yes, he said they would have to answer to him, and I believe they will be answering to him right now. And I said, that would scare me.
We had a couple of post players fighting for position, and it got kind of fiery in there, so we're going to have to watch what they're going to do. The referees need to take control of that before something happens.
And that's always another one that is it a judgment call on the referee's part?
You look at how they're playing, how the game is going, the rhythm. Sometimes the game doesn't deserve to be called, like when they're fighting for position. Only if they get an advantage, a big advantage, then we'll say, hey, settle down, guys. We try to call preventative officiating, let them know what's going on, get out of the key, get off, because we don't like to call fouls if we don't want to. I mean, it's just let them play. But sometimes the game needs to be called tight.
Do you talk to the players sometimes? Just say
all the time.
Mellow out, back off.
Communicate is our biggest key. Is how, guys, knock it off. It's really important. And they listen most of the time.
You're the only person they listen to, because I'm convinced they don't listen to coaches. So.
After your coaching experience?
After my coaching experience, and Dave knows as well. Dave is a fast pitch coach up at Central Kitsap. Or was it, did you work? Yeah.
Olympic with the ball. C.J. Enkelman out at the point. Over to Trent Gallagher. And now what was that?
That's a team control foul, which is a screen, offensive screen, and that's a no-no. You got to hold your position when that guy's screening. He did not hold it.
So a moving screen. Gotcha.
I was going to say, that's what we used to call it, was a moving screen. Waller's shot is off. Put back. No good. Whistle blew before that.
Yep. Push on the rebound. Actually, there is no such thing now as a moving screen.
Oh, okay.
And they've taken that out of the book.
And the term is, again, an offensive...
block. It's what we call is a team control foul with a mechanic hand to the side.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, 4:26 left to go in the half, and we're all tied up at 14-14.
They got a defender out on top on Trent, even at the half-court line. They just not letting him get the ball.
Jump shot is off, and a good board by Riley Lindsay. And there again.
Technical on Riley. He had a response to that particular play that was seen by the referee. I could see a little bit of attitude myself, but not being on the floor, did not hear what he said.
Sometimes you don't want to hear what they say.
That's probably correct.
Actions speak louder, too, than their words.
But they're
shot is off.
Talking to Coach Chisholm, letting him know what happened. That's Trent's first miss from the free throw line tonight. That's his second miss from the free throw line tonight.
Do you tell him the number of the player that the coach, the number
as soon
that
as
committed
we
the tech?
Call the tee, we revert right to the bench, what time it happened, just in case there's problems in the future. And then you walk away from the coach after you do that.
And then in the high school game, like the college game, it is a personal foul as well.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
We talked about that one
We
before.
did the other night. And we trusted the score people.
Yeah. Shot is up, and Olympic gets the board. That's going to be a foul. That one was pretty easy to see.
I think you could have called that, Doc.
When a player starts swinging at the ball instead of straight up, most 99% of the time they're going to get the call. Do not swing at the ball.
And all that happened by a really nice rebound by Jacob Hill to begin with.
Tyson's first shot is off.
Wrong one. I'm going on the wrong color, Doc.
And second shot through for Brian Tyson, and it's a 1-point lead for the Trojans, 15-14. Cross half court, Waller's shot knocked loose, and luckily North Kitsap gets it back. Shot is loose, and rebound down low, tied up, and the whistle blows. And the Vikings are in the penalty.
No position on that rebound to go for the ball. He was behind him, and he reached around the body and grabbed his arm, and that will be a call automatic.
Now, they used to call it penalty. Now they call it bonus for the other team. Was there a reason that that change was made, do you know?
Everything changes in this game. I mean, it comes from the federation, National Federation. They got people working on these rules every year, and things what it does is it comes down from pros, and then it goes to college, and then it comes right down to high school.
And Doc, the word bonus is so much more positive than penalty.
I was thinking about that. And they're not in the penalty box.
That's correct.
2-point lead now for Olympic. Nice pass down low, and a good job. That was a nice pass by Adams, I believe.
Lemon has had that shot a couple times where he had missed it, and he was right where he needed to be this time.
Yes, he has. Adam is 6'3", and again, only a sophomore. Nice dish down low. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, and Olympic will bring it in. 3:12 left to go in this half. Tied up, 16 all. And it'll be Quentin Phillips bringing it in for the Trojans. Full of love, sends it over to CJ and Commander.
Looks like North has improved so much the last time I saw them play, and they're just really playing well right now.
We saw them up on Bainbridge at the end of the year, December 30th up on the island, and yeah, they're playing much better than we saw them then. Waller, and they work it back out to the front guys. Nice pass down low once again. Adam Lemon working that baseline paint.
He's not got a lot of bulk, that's for sure, but he's got a lot of smarts and getting where he's supposed to be, and that's going to be a walk.
Yeah. And the guys out front have done a good job of seeing him down there.
Well, we'll see if they adjust the defense to make up for that, but it's only a 2-point differential, 18-16 for the Vikings right now.
2:39 left to go here in the half.
Devon will switch defenses pretty soon. I mean, right now this isn't working. Interior passing is incredible right now for North.
Uh-oh, that was a bad pass.
There's that long down court pass again.
Yep. Gallagher with it. 2.5 left to go, and Trent will take the shot beyond the three-pointer, and that's good for 3.
From here, the rotation on the ball, you could see that it was going in. It was just smooth.
And again, full court press by the Trojans.
You know, on a bad night, Trent scores 18.
And another turnover by the Vikings. Good D on that pressure defense. Oh, goes around and drops for C.J. Encomienda. And it's suddenly a 21-18 lead for the Trojans. Gill takes it across the half-court line. Back to Adams, back to Kendall. Inside to Lemon.
Nice pass.
Count it.
That interior pass again, wide open underneath.
Once again, I mean, Adam Lemon, did he play in that game that we saw up in Bainbridge?
He was not on varsity at that point.
Okay.
And so he was an addition that I got from the athletic secretary, but Coach Chisholm said he's been up for quite a while from JV.
I think I would have remembered him
You
if
might
he'd
have.
been up at BI the way he's playing tonight, at least.
Well, and Coach Huff was not happy. He was trying to get his guys to recognize that he was underneath the basket one more time, and they weren't seeing it.
It looks like what he's saying right there with his hands.
Once again, is that something maybe we don't want to hear?
I'm sure he's going to switch to a 2-3 zone instead of getting all these back cuts.
21-20 lead, and the shot's through. That's worth 2.
Nice follow through on it.
23-20 lead now for Olympic. They're going to have trouble. You got to get, there they go. Get it across that time, but that was getting close to the 10 seconds. Adams, cross court to Lemon. Over to Gill. Out front, Gill's shot is off. And rebound to Olympic. Minute 13 left to go in the first half. Whoa! Player control. And now that's one that everybody at home wants to yell about.
Yeah, the referee came out. What is the charge? I'll tell you what, if I had a half hour, I can explain all the possibilities. 50% of the people want it, 50% of them don't.
Yep, that's right.
So Dave, really what we should do is just have you take this halftime and have you just sit there and explain the charge. So that's, that's a good 10 minutes at least that we could give you. Dedicated.
And ball got loose again. Another takeaway by the Trojans. Phillips driving the paint. Ball on the ground, and North comes out of there with it. They find Lemon, and he goes for the easy layup. Great down court look.
Lemon with double digits. He's got 10 points.
That shot's off. Rebound to the Vikings. Shot clock is off.
One and done.
We've been doing that quite a bit today on the Trojan side.
Looks like Olympics just have their legs right now.
I don't know if they had do you know, Kitty, did they play a makeup game this week?
I don't know for sure. I'll figure that out for you eventually here, Doc.
Okay. Lemon, shot is blocked. The big block by Brian Tyson. 4.1 seconds for the Vikings.
Actually, no. Olympic played a game on the, they did play one game on the 31st.
And Trey Full of Love shot is off at the end. Excuse me, that was Jacob Hill's shot. Off at the end, and the Olympic Trojans end up the first half with a 1-point lead, 23-22 over the North Kitsap Vikings. A pretty spirited first half.
Oh, definitely. The group of them doing a really good job out there. Nice job by North Kitsap. They were behind by 4 after one quarter, and now they are only behind by 1. Those plays to Lemon have really worked well.
I think what's going to happen is Olympics going to come out and start running because that's their game, speed, and that's their strength right now.
Well, it was a pretty good looking half by both sides there with a 1-point differential as the Olympic High Trojans lead here at the end of 2. Well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to have you watching on BKAT, the community access channels. Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 3 on Wave Broadband. And for those of you on the World Wide Web, watching it live on the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, which means Game of the Week.
That's what I'm watching right here, Doctor.
Oh,
right there.
You're not even watching the game?
No,
Are you in Ceylon or some Sri
I think
Lanka?
so.
Well, Patricia Ann's on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. Dave Ziesmer is helping us out here tonight. And I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We will have that second half coming up shortly.